Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our June 2026 virtual dog adoption event. Um, I am Mila Hill, and I run the virtual events at the rescue. CDCK, or City Dogs and City Kitties Rescue, is a rescue in DC. We were founded in 2011, so 15 years ago, and we've saved over 13,000 pets. We don't have a physical shelter. So all of our adoptable dogs and cats stay with fosters like the ones you're going to see today. If you'd like to learn more about us, you can find our Instagram at cdck rescue, and our Facebooks are both City Dogs Rescue. Our website is citydogsrescuedc.org, and that's where you can go if you want to donate to the rescue, sponsor an animal's care, volunteer as a foster or with the pets or with social media or anything like that. If you have a skill, we have a volunteer role that you can use it for. You can also, of course, go to our website if you'd like to adopt a dog or cat. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So our first adoptable dog for the night is Ruger. He's fostered by Helen. He is a male schnauzer, 9 years and 3 months old. He weighs 20 pounds and he is from Virginia. So Helen, what can you tell us about Ruger? And also to let me know if I'm pronouncing his name
I
correctly.
I think we've been pronouncing it Ruger. Apparently, it's
Ruger.
a common name in the South. He's from Southwestern Virginia, and as you can see, well, he's looking, but he is a super chill, super mellow dog. Um, he has been very like he's a Velcro dog. He likes to follow me around, but he also can, we've left him at the house for a while and he's been fine. He's never had any, never chewed anything. He's had no accidents. He's a very well-behaved gentleman, and he's also super cute. He's friendly with kids. He's friendly with other dogs, and so yeah, he has been a great companion.
Oh, that's wonderful. So what has been your favorite moment so far with Ruger? Ruger? Sorry.
I think it's Ruger. I think it's
Ruger. Okay.
I don't know anybody personally named that, but I suppose anyone could change his name as well. The one of the cutest things. So he's an older dog, so he doesn't play a whole lot, except when we come back after we've been gone. He has a rubber chicken, and he meets us at the door holding his rubber chicken, and then he wants to play fetch with his rubber chicken. So that is one of the cute and goofy things that he does. We have a backyard. He enjoys sometimes rolling around in the grass, and he's got actually good energy for a older dog. I've taken him on several long walks, and he's got short little legs, but he keeps right up. He's also, he comes when he's called. He's very well attached. So yeah, he's got lots of good personality.
Awesome. And I know we can see him grooming here, and you mentioned his chicken in his backyard, but what else does he like to do when he's at home?
So he likes to be with his person, and if I'm in the kitchen and I'm doing something that smells good, he'll give a little bark and say, "Hello, I'm here." And we don't try to avoid getting to beg, but it's also very cute when he says that. He is happy to just sleep. I work from home, and so he'll hang out. He is always happy to go for a walk. He loves to ride in the car. It's very cute. He can tell if we're getting ready to go, and he would really most prefer to come with if he could. But most of the time, he just, he's happy hanging out. He likes to be with you. So if we go to another part of the house, he'll follow, come along, and then just, he's happy. He's not really on top of you. He will sometimes. He's happy to be cuddled, but he's also happy just to be close by.
Awesome. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to share about Ruger?
I think I really do think he'd be a perfect pet for someone. Yeah, we've had no behavioral issues. He's very sweet. He's very friendly, and he's very cute. We get stopped when we're out walking with. He looks a little bit like Toto, so people will stop and say how cute he is.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Ruger and Helen. If
Thank
you'd like
you.
to learn more about Ruger, you can go to his special website, which is cdck.cc/adoptruger, and that's Ruger. Up next, we have Hamilton, who's being fostered by Amy and Margot. Hi. So Hamilton is a male coonhound. He's 10 months old, 45 pounds, and he is from West Virginia. So what can you guys tell us about Hamilton?
Well, Hamilton is one of the most handsome boys we've ever seen. He's very playful and fun and a cheery guy. And he warmed up to us really quickly. He can be very sweet. You see he's like chewing his chew and enjoys just being next to you. But he also can be like playful and energetic and want to run around a little bit outside.
So can you tell us a little bit about what his ideal forever home like might look like? I know that he likes to, do the running around outside like you mentioned. What else would he like?
Yeah, he likes walks but he really is an everything dog.
Yeah,
He'd fit in
he
anywhere.
would fit in anywhere. He'd probably be happy with a single person. He'd be happy in a family. We've tested him on on the street and with friends' children,
And
and he's been
neighbors.
fine with children as near as we can tell. He loves like a good, he's energetic. He'll go for a walk. He probably would love to jog or run. But at the same time, if you're going to do Friday night on the couch and watch a movie, he can just chill out for literally hours without, he'll just hang out there.
Yeah.
So I really think he could fit in anywhere.
Yeah. And he's house trained, he's
House training, crate
crate
trained.
trained, so that's been handy.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us about Hamilton?
He's very smart and we think he's very trainable. He knows sit and he's been very proud to sit and show off his sit. And it's been fun discovering that watching him discover toys and playing with them and he's adjusted really well to the DC area. City life would be fine. More suburban would also be fine. He's just a really sweet, playful, and fun pup.
Yeah, it sounds like he's very adaptable, and I'm sure that you guys are giving him a bunch of exciting new things to adapt to and to learn about. Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
He really, really, really likes other
Loves
dogs.
other dogs.
He would probably love to be a second dog. He has like very serious little brother energy. He'd probably love to be somebody's little brother.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much, Amy and Margot. Thank you, Hamilton, and your two toy. If anyone is interested, they can learn more about Hamilton at cdck.cc/adopthamilton. Okay, and up next we have Cupcake. Cupcake is a female shepherd mix. She is 8 months old and she weighs 40 pounds, and she's from Virginia. So, Beth, what can you tell us about Cupcake?
Okay, so here's Cupcake. She's, you heard your name. She's having a little snooze right now on the couch, which is pretty common. This is how we like to spend our evenings, and it's been totally great. She is the first dog that I have fostered. She has been with me for about 2 weeks, and I will tell you, I had a dog who was a City Dogs alum who unfortunately passed away, who was like a senior Shih Tzu Terrier mix, like a really slow moving pup, and I had some apprehension about taking in like a younger, bigger dog, but it's been a blast. It's been really fun. She just has the sweetest temperament, super playful and active, and just loves people and dogs, but also is clearly willing to do this. So, kind of, good temperament all around.
Yeah, she sounds like she's the best of both worlds for sure. So what has been your favorite moment so far with Cupcake?
Well, I think just watching her sort of grow and learn and adapt. When she got here, we needed to work on house training a little bit. We needed to work on crate training a little bit. And she's just been really responsive and good at all of that. And seeing her make progress, even in 2 weeks in kind of a short period of time, has been great. Cupcake. Okay, she's snoozing. Um, and then, I took her to the dog park, which I also was a little, I just want to get to know her before I would ever really have her in an off-leash environment. But then getting to know her a little bit and gave that a shot. And she just is having a ball, just running around, loves to play with other dogs, never has had any issues with overly rough play or anything like that. And also loves to go up to all the people in the dog park and on the sidewalks that we run into to say hi. She's just super social.
Well, that's awesome. And I know you shared that a little bit that she's settled in, obviously has made herself quite comfortable with you. But what did she look like? What was she like when she arrived? And what was that settling in process like for you?
Well, she's just a very like curious and sort of like peppy, engaged puppy. She is taking a nap, so you can't tell. But I think she really was kind of sniffing around and trying to check me out. Um, and I was doing the same. But to be honest, like I think she's really adaptable. I did not have any major problems, even given her young age, even given that she is new to me and I am new to fostering, it's really been totally fun. So, no major complaints or anything like that.
That's great. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us about Cupcake?
Um, no, just I think totally adaptable and trainable, really fun. Definitely would like to fetch and play with toys and all types of stuff. Loves every type of treat and chew. And she's like a nice medium size. I don't know how big she's gonna get, but she's just really great dog.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing her with us.
Yeah, of
If
course.
anyone wants to learn more about Cupcake or adopt her, you can go to her website at cdck.cc/adoptcupcake. Thank you both. Up next, we have Peaches. Peaches is being fostered by Adriana. She is a female terrier pit bull mix, 10 months old. She is 32 pounds and she's from West Virginia. So, Adriana, what can you tell us about Peaches?
Hi, hello. So Peaches, she's a puppy. You can see her there. She's been with me since Thursday, so a couple of few days. She's super adaptable. We live near the Malcolm X Park here in DC, and she's already the most popular dog in the in the park. She's super sweet. She's super cute. She's great with other dogs too. She loves saying hi. She's now playing with one of the toys that we gave her. Um, she's been playing. I mean, she's very puppy and she's very playful. What else can I say? She's amazing. Being with us since Thursday, but she already knows how to sit. He knows the command leave it, and he knows the command, and he knows her name. She responds very good to her name.
That's wonderful. I can tell she's playful from how she's playing with that
Yeah.
husky, but when do you think that she's the happiest?
At the park. She loves the park. She loves saying hi to people, to babies, and to other dogs. She loves when we run. I'm not a runner, but sometimes we start like playing in the park and running, and she would run a little bit. We haven't done super long walks, but she would walk a couple of blocks, half an hour, and she will be fine. So yeah, that's when she's the happiest, I think.
And do you have any like funny or cute stories about Peaches? Anything that has happened with her that you just love?
So when I got her, she already knew the command, come on, when I'm calling her. But because I'm Latina, sometimes I will say vamos. And sometimes she already knows vamos, like, come on, Peaches. You see? Um, and what happened the other day at the park, which was funny, is that she was saying hi to other dog, and that dog's owner said vamos to the other dog, and she started walking with them, and she was like, and I was like, that's not with you, come on. So yeah,
Oh, that's super
and
sweet.
she's taking another toy right now. She loves all her toys.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us about Peaches?
She's just an amazing dog, super adaptable. She loves peanut butter. She As you see, she likes going around the house. She feels super comfortable super quickly. She's also super cute. Like sometimes she would take naps with me on the couch. Her first night was super easy since the beginning. I think she would be good if as a single dog or with other dogs. She would be amazing having brothers or sisters. Even with babies or kids, she's been great with that. She even played with a very little kid in the park, and she was super gentle. So I think that's amazing. And lots of games, lots of little toys. We live in an apartment, so the space is not something that bothers her as long as you have like chewies and stuff for her to play.
Well, that is all great to know. Thank you so much for sharing Peaches with us, Adriana. For anyone interested in Peaches, you can learn more about her at cdck.cc/adoptpeaches. Thank you both again. And now we have Salem. Salem is being fostered by Naomi and Chase. Oh, sorry, actually, Salem is not next. Up next is Daxi, fostered by Rochelle. Okay. So Daxi is a male boxer. He is 10 months old and 44 pounds from West Virginia. Rochelle, what can you tell us about Daxi?
Daxi is a generally a very happy dog, very energetic. At meeting, he also can chill out after a little while. He's great for a long walk. He gets very excited when he sees other dogs. And he's also like good in he can be adaptable. Today we actually went to my office and it was just us in there, but a little nerves. And then as soon as he got in and got to sniffing, he felt very at home.
Awesome. So what has been your favorite moment so far with Daxi since he's settled in?
So on Sunday, actually, we went to Indian Head Park. And it was me, my sister, and her 4-year-old and her 1-year-old. And we actually walked about 3 miles on the trail. And that was a really good time. I think it got him in like a really good groove, and the girls got to meet him. The 4-year-old was really just excited to pet him. And I think at first he was a little too excited for her. And then eventually, as they got more comfortable, she really got a chance to kind of get to know him.
Oh, that's wonderful that he has some good experience with kids.
Mm-hmm.
So can you share a little bit more what he was like when he arrived and what settling in really looked like for him?
Very nervous, was a little bit hesitant to kind of leave the apartment. So I think with like the help of like treats, we kind of got him to get a little bit more comfortable. And I think also just kind of settling into that routine, and getting used to sort of the walks that we were taking. But it also kind of took just a little patience and understanding. And then we've been a lot better since he's been here.
That's great. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us about Daxi?
I think that's it. Generally, he's just like a good, happy dog to be around. And just like great in kind of changing situations from what I've noticed so far.
That's great. And it's great that that you were able to learn him so well that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you both for joining us today. If anyone would like to learn more about Swayze, you can go to cdck.cc/Swayze. And Swayze is spelled like Patrick, Swayze. Up next, we have Barney, who is being fostered by Jane. Barney is a male bulldog mix. He is 1 year old and 3 months, and he weighs 41 pounds, and he's from North Carolina.
And here he is. Hey, Barney.
So, Jane,
Barney.
What can you tell us about Barney?
So Barney came to us about 2 months ago. He's been with us, and he's just absolutely the sweetest, funniest, happiest little boy. He's been happy from day one. He came in and he's very comfortable. He's very energetic. I think he might actually be a little bit younger than what he's estimated to be. because he loves to play. We have a in-house dog, and he loves the in-house dog. He plays with her. She's a little older, and he'll play with her whenever she'll play with him. As you can see, he loves toys, but he's also very calm. When it's time to settle down, he settles right down. He will sleep in the crate, and when it's time to go to bed, he'll go right in his crate and take a nap. In fact, periodically through the day when he's not busy, he'll just go in his crate and lie down and take a long nap. He loves to go on walks. He basically was basically house trained and crate trained when we got him. And he has been very good. He just came back from a foster because I was out of town for the weekend, and they just couldn't believe how well he did. Every time he'd see another dog, or every time he'd see somebody on the street, he just wanted to meet them and play with them. That's, he's just friendly to everybody. He may be the friendliest dog I've ever had. We have there's a 3-year-old and an infant next door, and he's very good with them. So he's really an ideal dog.
Yeah, that's great that he can get along with so many different kinds of people. What has been your favorite moment so far with him?
Well, he does he loves to play. He'll play fetch with you sometimes he won't. But he does this adorable thing where he'll come up to you and he'll put his head on the ground and put his butt in the air. It's almost like he's trying to do a somersault. And he does that when he's trying to get you to play. He'll do that to me. He'll do that to the other dog in the house. Oh, he just found the squeaker in that toy. So I think I was actually thinking of if I had a little more time, I would teach him how to do a somersault. I think he could do a somersault based upon his ability to the way he flips over. Sometimes he'll do that. He'll put his head down, his butt up, and then he'll just flip over. I just need to figure out a way to teach him to do it when he's asked to do it, as opposed to just whenever he feels like it. Okay, now it's time to settle back down again, right, Barney? So this is a quiet time. If we were doing this in the morning, he would probably be running back and forth, playing with toy. He loves to play tug of war. We play a lot of tug of war. But now it's bedtime, so he's just relaxing in his chair.
He's so sweet.
He's very sweet. He's just a very even-tempered, very easygoing, very even-tempered boy. I think he'd love to do agility. If somebody wanted to work with him to do agility, I think he'd love to do that.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us about Barney?
No, but always happy to answer questions, and he does really well at adoption events. He's been to a number of adoption events, and he just has a great time. He just loves playing with other dogs.
That's great. Thank you so much, Jane and
Sure.
Barney.
Thank you.
Anyone interested in Barney can learn more about him at cdck.cc/adoptbarney. At up next, we're actually going to go back to Swayze. I had a little bit of a mix-up. So Swayze is a male Labrador Retriever mix. He is 2 years and 2 months old. He weighs 38 pounds, and he is from West Virginia. So Dawn, what can you tell us about Swayze? Oh, sorry, I think you're muted.
Sorry about that. We adore Swayze. We've had him for about 6 or 7 weeks. And he has his energetic phase where we go out on walks, or he gets the zoomies and he runs around the house with his squeaky toy. And then he also has his mellow, cuddly moments when we get together on the couch. And right now he's licking me. We sit here and watch TV together, and he's just a big cuddler too. He's been learning some tricks. He knows sit, he knows paw, he knows down, and we're working on fetch and some other commands. And we just adore him. He's a big cuddler, and just so fun to be around.
Awesome. So what else does he like to do in a day? How does he like to spend his time?
Yeah, so he when he wakes up in the morning, he sleeps in a crate, and we let him out of his crate, and he is just so excited to see us. He wiggles his little tail, and jumps up and down and is just so excited to see us. I usually take him for a walk in the morning because that's when he's most energetic, and we might go for a long walk before I go to work. And then as the day goes on, he gets a little more mellow. And there you go. And he might nap at my feet when I'm working from home. And then maybe later in the day, he'll get the zoomies again and we'll play with his tug toy or his squeaky toy. He loves to take his food from a puzzle toy. So he has like a ball with a hole in it that rolls around with his food in it. And at night, he'll sit with us on the couch and cuddle. Yeah.
Awesome. So what has been your favorite moment so far with him?
Oh, well, I'll say two things. One is that a lot of the training has been done by our 15-year-old, and she has really connected with him, and she loves training him, and she and Swayze have been so proud of the work that they've done to learn commands. Another thing that I just love is we've gone out to some sporting events with him and had kind of lawn seats. And there was one time when my husband was sitting with him on a blanket on the lawn, and I came over and sat down, and he just cuddled me so hard, and it made me feel really good. We also love going to the dog park, and he loves meeting other dogs and other humans. Yeah.
Awesome. It sounds like he's adapted really well to living in your house.
He has.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us about Swayze?
Oh gosh. Just we really love him. I think he would be a great, someone else said their dog would be a great second dog. I think he would be a great second dog. I think he would also be great in a situation where he could play with another dog in the neighborhood on a regular basis. Yeah, it's great for him to be around other dogs.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Dawn and Swayze, for joining tonight. Anyone interested in Swayze can learn more about him at his link, which again is cdck.cc/adoptswayze. Swayze is spelled Swayze. Up next, we have Ruskin. So Ruskin is being fostered by Nick. Ruskin is a male hound and shepherd mix. He's 2 years old and weighs 51 pounds. He is from North Carolina. So Nick, what can you tell us about Ruskin?
Yeah, Ruskin is an incredibly sweet dog. He does really well with our other dog who's 8 years old. He loves his belly rubs. He gets the zoomies, and he is really adapting well to life in the city. He's one of the guys who came up from North Carolina. Um, but he's just the most amazing, charismatic, charming little gentleman.
That's great. So what was he like when he arrived from North Carolina, and what did settling in look like for him?
He really made himself right at home, very quickly. He was awesome on the car ride. Just super comfortable. Um, we actually have train tracks right next to where we live, and at first, whenever a train would go by, it spooked him a little bit. But after just like a couple days, he started getting used to it, and now he doesn't even react at all. He's been learning so quickly. He's really intelligent, very trainable, very, very sweet. And he just loves to cuddle. He's good at playing with other dogs. He's good at playing just by himself. Um, and yeah, you can feel the love coming off of this guy just 24 hours a day.
Oh, that's great. So what has been your favorite moment with him since you took him in?
He's a big personality, so there's been lots of awesome moments. One of them, the elevator in our building has like a mirrored ceiling, and now every time we go down the elevator, he just stares at himself, almost making direct eye contact. So that's pretty funny. He also does this funny thing where he puts his face and front paws, really low to the ground and kicks his butt up in the air and rolls into a prime belly rub position. which is just super cute. Little goofball. I've never seen another dog do that. Um, and yeah, he's just, I'd say my favorite moment of them all is probably just whenever he's right beside you on the couch and just, leaning into the cuddles.
Oh, that's very sweet. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us about Ruskin?
Um, he is like a little bit leash reactive, but he's been learning really quickly. And you can tell he just gets very excited by seeing other dogs. He's super, super soft. Yeah, I think, I'm gonna definitely miss this dog whenever he finds his forever home, and I think he's gonna make a family or, person living by themselves or with a partner, with a dog or without. Whoever he ends up with, he's gonna make very happy. Uh,
Oh.
he's a
Thank you so
sweet,
much for
sweet
taking
guy.
care of him. And thank you both for joining tonight. Anyone interested in adopting Ruskin can go to his website, which is cdck.cc/adoptruskin. And Ruskin is spelled Ruskin. And last but not least, we have Duke, who is being fostered by Ann Jeanette. So, Duke is a male boxer lab mix. He is 2 years and 3 months old. He weighs 59 pounds and he is from North Carolina.
Yeah, a lot of North Carolina doggies tonight.
There
Oh,
are.
his brother, his foster brother's trying to get in here because I've got the good treats. But yeah, Duke is a fabulous little guy. He is your stereotypical little lab. He's about because he's about 2 years old. My iPad keeps moving away from there we go. Because he's about 2 years old, he can do both a lot of play and he'll have some really fun zoomies, but then he'll just chill. At night, he puts himself to bed by himself. He had a temp foster this week and lived with 3 little kids and did great. He absolutely loved the kids. The kids loved him, having kid friends come in and out of the house, and he was perfect with all of them. Loves to play with my dog. His temp foster also had a dog, but he had some fosters early on that didn't have dogs, and he was fine with just. He loves walks. I haven't taken him to the dog park. I've had him about a month. But past fosters did take him to the dog park, and he had a lot of fun there. We just have a lot of neighborhood dogs, so he just plays with the neighborhood dogs. Right,
What
guys?
has been, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just talking to.
I was gonna say, what has been your favorite moment so far with Duke?
I think one of the favorite moments was a couple weeks ago. One of his former foster moms adored him so much she wanted to come see him, and we ended up taking. I'm out in Reston, and we took the dogs to the lake. And again, stereotypical lab, he immediately just, I had him on a 30-foot line and he just ran right out there and he was swimming along like he'd been doing it his whole life. My dog, on the other hand, looked like he was going to drown. He didn't know what he was doing. But Duke was just like, I'm just swimming the Olympics. I'm having a blast. And everything about him, like the whole world is just a happy place for him. He's just a really sweet, happy dog. Really affectionate, really, really snuggly. Just it doesn't take much to keep you happy, does it?
Oh, he's a sweetie pie. So what do you think his ideal forever home could look like? I know you mentioned some things.
Yeah, so I think he one of the things we did learn with earlier fosters is he did have some trouble in the busiest of the city. He was over by Gallaudet and there was some construction going on and he really was struggling over there with the loud noises. But he was over in Georgetown for a while, did okay there. Out in Reston, he's great. He was in Silver Spring. So I think he doesn't need to be in the suburbs per se, but just not a really busy neighborhood. I think he'd do great with another dog or he'd be great by himself. I think he would always want to have dog friends, but I don't think he needs to live with another dog, but he would make a great second dog. These two play a little rough because they're two young males, but I heard that he was really regulated this past week with his foster sister over there, and they had a really good time together. Like I said, I think he would love kids. They just really seemed to fawn over him a lot this last week. I don't have a yard. He's never had a foster who's had a yard, so he doesn't need that because he just loves his walks. But he will, given the opportunity, he will go full throttle on the Zooms. So I do have a little patio, and he loves just kind of running in circles around the patio and having fun out there. Right, buddy?
Oh, that's very sweet. He sounds like a great boy.
He is. He's a
Um,
sweetheart.
is there anything else you'd like to share with us about Duke?
What else do we know about you, Duke? He loves to sleep in his crate. Like I said, he'll put himself to bed. I work from home, but he also is fine being left alone. So during the day when I'm working, he'll just go in his crate, but I don't bother to put him in the crate. He's very trustworthy. He doesn't really get into anything. If I leave the house, I do crate him just because I don't want WrestleMania with the two dogs while I'm away. And he's been alone, gosh, 4, 5, 6 hours with no issue. He's completely fine chilling out in the crate. He loves to, I have a camera and I'll look and he'll just be laying on his back with his feet straight up in the air in the crate, happy as a clam. Yeah, he's a good boy. Aren't you, boy?
Thank you, Anjanette, for sharing Duke with us. Duke is our last dog of the night, and if you want to learn more about him, you can go to his website at cdck.cc/adoptduke. Thank you both. And that is it for tonight. Thank you to our fosters, obviously, for taking care of these pups and making sure they have great homes to stay in while they're looking for their forever homes. Thank you to our audience for tuning in. If you'd like to learn more about these dogs, if you want to foster or adopt, you can go to our website, which is citydogsrescuedc.org. You also can volunteer with us. We have plenty of volunteer roles for any of the skills that you have. You can also donate to the rescue. Or sponsor an animal's care, which is always helpful. Yes, so that is our June adoption event.